go in the ocean, because those things don't go down that far, right? When you put those crates down, they don't go down incredibly far. So that means that that octopus was not that far from the surface, you know what I mean? And the thing is, right, they caught him, and then someone said, oh, how cute, come here. That's the Kraken, okay? That's a mythical creature. They're not just cute, okay? They're very, very smart. Fun fact about octopuses, they're one of the most intelligent creatures of the sea. Believe it or not, they can solve mazes and puzzles, and each of their tentacles has a mind of its own. Isn't that fun? Somebody saw that and said, I want to eat them. Do you understand how that makes absolutely no sense? Do you know how big that octopus is? I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to eat him. I'd be like, let's put him back. Good news and bad news, right? Come here. Number one, bug was captured. Awesome. That's the good news, right? It's step two. That's the part that might get a little interesting, because that specific bug, right? And this is a fun fact. That specific bug relies on its senses, and the most important sense that it relies on, come here, is photographic memory. I'm actually serious. Those specific bugs have photographic memory, and they do, in fact, hold grudges. So that then leads to the question, what do you do when you catch the bug in the cup? Nothing, actually. You stay there probably forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. The most important thing that you can do, right, is tell your family, hey, the bug is captured, because that's the only thing you could probably say. Because the minute that you let that cup go, I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
There's a right way and a wrong way to pour out of a measuring cup.
I've learned so much more on the internet than I've ever learned in school. The only thing I learned in school was how to look smart. I was not actually learning anything. I was really good at pretending like I was learning. I actually learned on the internet at this point. Because of this little trick, I did that at work. The guys thought I was a superhero. I'm not.
Cats. Because this is how much a cat is supposed to eat in a day. This.
So this is Harvey. Come here. I saw this yesterday and I was like, you know what? Let me try to feed Harvey less food than I give him, because he's a relatively bigger cat. I fed him less food. He was not happy. Want to know why? Because I fell asleep and I woke up. Harvey opened my door. I did not know he can do that until I fed him less food. Not only did he open my door, he turned on my light. I don't know how he did it. And he just kept staring at me until I gave him more food. So the thing is, right, less food is great unless you have a cat that just does not want to cooperate. I'm not going to lie to you. Harvey normally likes to get what he wants. People kept asking me, saying, Jordan, what would you do if you were to find a colony of these specific insects? Come here. I would probably move cities, due to the fact that this specific insect has more than 7 different nicknames for the amount of danger that surrounds them. I can only tell you one of them. They are called the John Wick of hornets. And I'll tell you why. Because of their photographic memory, they can survive underwater, and they live up to half of a year, and the angrier they are, the longer they survive. On top of that, they report back to the colonies about what they saw. So not only do 20 of them know what I look like, probably 40 of them aren't too fond of me. Therefore, because of that, I would move cities and probably legally change my name just to be safe.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Working at Krispy Kreme, I found out that we give free donuts to anybody who has A's on their report card. Come here. But the loophole is we are not allowed to ask you if you currently go to the school or not. So if you show us a report card of any kind with an A on it, we have to give you a donut. And also, we give you a free donut for however many A's are on that report card. Do with that information what you will.
People who grow up with money, like, literally look into your eyes and ask you something insane.
It was my second year of college, right? And I was sitting next to this classmate of mine, and he was having an argument with his parent on the phone, right? I was trying to focus on the lecture, but I couldn't help but try to overhear their conversation. The classmate then turns to me and he goes, hey, can you help me settle an argument with my father on the phone? I was like, yeah, sure, what is it? He goes, how many times a year do you go sailing? Come here. I was like, I'm sorry, sailing? He's like, yeah, you and your family. How many times a year do you guys go sailing on your guys' boat? I said, we don't have a boat. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry, a yacht. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm like, oh, no, that's not the rude part. I'm like, that's just an even bigger no. We don't have a yacht. And he goes, well, what do you guys do in the summer? Come here. I said, in the summer, I go to Subways when they're about to close because they give me free food at night. I don't think I make enough money to be listening to this question. I'm not going to lie to you.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Everybody needs to experience going shopping with a professional Target shopper. Come here. I'm talking about somebody who's so good at shopping at Target. They know all the tricks and all the policies, because I went shopping with my friend at Target, right? We went to Starbucks to get a drink first, and then we continued our shopping. My friend finished his drink first, and he's like, can we go back to Starbucks? I'm like, are you going to buy another drink? Right? He goes to Starbucks and says, hey, can I get a free refill? Come here. When